Hey, alright guys, welcome back. I just want to say right off the top, excuse the sunglasses. I don't usually do this for teaching videos, but I've had a bad case of allergies and my eyes look hideous. So I thought I would spare you guys the horror and wear some shades for this. So I hope you don't mind. Not trying to be cool here or anything like that. Anyway, today we're going to take a look at the solo for Lay It Down by RATT. Now this was one of the few RATT tunes that is not tuned to E flat. They do have a few drop D tunes, and this is one of those. However, for the solo, you don't really need to change if you're in standard tuning, because you're not going to be using the low E string at all. So this particular guitar I'm tuned to standard on, so you'll sound in tune with the album if you play along to the solo part. Now if you want to play the rhythm, then you need to go ahead and drop your low E to a D string to play along with the actual rhythm. By the way, I did do a riff lesson on this song, very popular song, popular riff among the metalheads. So if you missed that and you're looking for a tutorial on the Lay It Down riff, search my channel and you'll find that. I think it's under the 30 riffs in 30 days, the first one I did. So a couple years back, there's a playlist on the front there. You can check that out. It's a great riff to play, a lot of fun. So let's talk about the we'll get to the solo in just a sec. Before we do that, please check down below in the description box, and there is a free sweet picking guide for you guys who are into sweet picking, or you want to learn more about sweet picking. My free gift to you called Sweet Picking Bootcamp, and also the tab for this lesson. Now, I'm not including the backing track here, as I think that's something I'm going to start doing as part of a Patreon that I'm going to start up, is start including backing tracks in that. Those are quite a bit of work. I make my own backing tracks, so I feel like that's a good reward for joining not just backing tracks, but there'll be a lot of other stuff too. I'm still putting together the Patreon idea, by the way. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing yet, but it should be coming soon. So anyway, that's why there's no backing track here, but you still get the tab to practice along, and of course you can still practice along to the original recording. All right, so all of that to say, what we're soloing over here is actually the main riff down a whole step. So when it comes out of the bridge after the second chorus, it's a couple of G chords, and then it goes to this, and that's the same as the main riff up in D. Okay, but there's the low E in there too, with the drop D riff. But for the solo, you're playing the same thing down a whole step. So that's what you're soloing over in the key of C minor. Just for the sake of being clear about what scale we're talking about here, it's mostly in C minor pentatonic, so at the 8th fret. If you play the first pentatonic box, you're going to get quite a bit of the licks that are in the solo right there. 8, 11, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 11, 8, 11. Also, the flat 5 is in here. So that's at the 11th fret of the G string. Okay, the solo actually starts down here at the 5th fret, but then climbs up to this 8th position, and then continues on. It'd be good for you to also know the next position up which would be, and that's 11, 13, 10, 13, 10, 13, 10, 12, 11, 13, 11, 13, and then there's part of the C minor scale. So if you just look at the top two strings, we play 15, 13, 11, 15, 13, 11. There's part of the C minor scale there. All right. So let's get into it. So the first phrase goes like this. Okay, the opening phrase. Heavy vibrato. I slide into it. And there's a wide vibrato on this. It's not super quick. It's more like the second thing I do is we're gonna play 7 on the G and bend that up a half step. Make sure you don't overbend that, or it's gonna sound terrible. You don't want this. Okay, and then we're gonna play. And this is 5th fret on the B string. So now we're there's a little bit of a Dorian vibe here. Dorian scale for those of you modal freaks. This is a little bit of C Dorian going on here. So it's the 5th fret on the B string. You're gonna bend that up a half step and then release it. So bend it twice. And then we're gonna play 5 on the G and then 5 on the D. And you might have to figure out which fingers you want to use there. For me, it feels pretty good using the middle on the B string. Then switch them over to the index and middle for the other 2 strings. Then we'll play this little lick here. 5/8 on the D string. 7G, slide that back to 3 on the G. Again, lots of vibrato. I think on the demo I did whammy bar, but you don't need to do that. You can just use finger vibrato. All right, so that's the opening phrase. Okay, and just again, be careful with those half-step bends. Those are very critical to get in tune. Okay, after that, we're going to do this double stop unison bend, which we're going to play twice. It's right out of the C minor pentatonic scale. Bending 11 on the B and then holding down 8 on the high E and just bending 11 up so it sounds like the high E string. Do that twice, okay? Then we're gonna play this. It's a nice little pentatonic run here. It's a sequence, so you're going. That's the whole sequence. And I'm muting it. Okay, very cool. I'm alternate picking that. I've seen some people do all downstrokes there. If that's what Warren is doing, great, go for it. For me, it feels a lot better to alternate pick that. So after this, I'm going to play this lick. You know, Warren and George Lynch, they like doing those kind of slides there. So feel free if you want to do that kind of a slide. On the demo I did because I usually don't. So this lick is pretty fast anyway, and you don't have a lot of time to add vibrato after this. But anyhow, let's just break this down. So you're going to play 11, bend it up a whole step on the B string, and then play 8 on the high E, pull off from 11 to 8 B, and then you're going to bend up 10 on the G, and then 8, 8 on the B and high E. So pull off from 11 to 8 on the B. Then we're going to play, here's the flat 5, 11 G, 8 on the B. And then we're going to pull this off, 11, 10, 8. So that's where you'd add the vibrato there on the 8 on the G string at the very end. Whoop. Okay, here's that lick slow. And here's those two licks together. Now, from here, we're going to slide in. Right up, we're getting close to the end of the solo here. After we finish the previous lick, we're going to slide from 10 on the D, and then play 10D, and then 10G, back to 10D, and then twice on the G string, more staccato. Staccato meaning kind of cut the note off, sharply play the note there and cut it off. Then we're going to play this lick. So this is, again, using that flat 5, we're playing 10, 11, 10, 10, 11, 8. Let's see. Yeah, 10, 11, 10, 8, sorry. Then 10 on the D, 10 G. Now here's where we slide up, so. So we're going to slide from all the way from 8 to 12. Okay, and here we're playing 12 on the G, and that's 13 on the B. Okay, and at the very end, we're going to play 15, 13, 11 on the high E and then the B. Then we're going to do this. Okay, so here's leading into that. So it's, again, 15, 13, 11 on the B, on the high E and then the B, and then we're going to do a unison bend on 14 and holding down 11 on the high E, bend 14 up. Do that 3 times, and then to end the solo, okay, so this time we're going to play, leading into that lick, we're going to play 11 on the high E, and then 15, 11 on the B, and then this. So 2 pull-offs from 15 to 11 on the high E, and then once on the B string. And you can play those legato or pick them. I think they sound better a little bit legato, and I'm pretty sure that's how Warren did it, like that. So you get okay, now at the end here we're playing the Unison bend 14 and 11 twice, and then move that down a half step and play 13, 13 and 10. And this is where it moves back into the key of D. Okay, so then you're back into the key of D there, and so that lick ends in the key of D. And there's it. That's the whole solo, guys. It's a fairly challenging solo to put together. Play it clean with all the little nuances and vibratos and stuff. But it's a great one, and you'll have a lot of fun with that. Make sure and check the tab down below if you have any questions to follow along with that. And I will see you next time. Rock on.